Yo guys, welcome to another video. So today we are going to do a full review of this device, the Zhuk Z1. So let's get started. First we're going to talk about the specifications. It contains a Snapdragon 801, 2.5 GHz quad-core chip, 3GB RAM, 64GB ROM, 5.5-inch IPS 1080 display, dual SIM, 18 MP rear camera, and it is supported by OIS optical image stabilization, and 8 MP front camera. Contains a massive battery of 4100 mAh, and it is supported by a C-type port. So when we are going to talk, I've been using this device for a long time, like it's now 4 months. So now we are gonna talk about the pros of this device. It has the best build quality that you can afford or you can get in a 15,000 range. The Redmi and the Moto do not have such a build quality. I guess this can sustain the least damage among the two. Second is the music via the headphone jack is like pretty awesome. It's one of the best that you can get. But the music via the speaker is not that good. It has a front grill down here. It's not that great, but you know, you can just take a chance about that. The music it is good, but it's not the loudest. You can check this audio quality, like the full volume it is, huh? So yeah, that's all for now. The one thing I noticed that the cellular call reception quality on this device is like pretty good. I have no issues with that. I was using with Airtel 4G and now I'm using with Jio. Jio is having some issues, but I think it's their personal issues, not the device issues. Next, the fingerprint sensor on this device, it's really quick. I must show you. You need to start, you need to press it if you're starting from start, and yeah, not working. 1 minute. I don't know what's happening, but it's not working right now. Yeah, you got it. I was placing my finger wrong. Yeah. It's working now. So that's good. Next, the camera is awesome. It's I guess it's the only phone under 15,000, or the rare phone under 15,000 where you get optical image stabilization with the rear camera. It records as a 1080p and the front camera records at 720p. In outdoor location, the camera performs really good. Like the color combination and the color saturation is quite perfect. But when you come to indoor, it lags behind in indoor conditions in artificial lightings. In artificial lightings it's also good, but when you come to like very less lighting, or when you come to dark images, saturation moves towards the darker side and it does not take that much light inside it. Secondly, the battery life, the 4100 mAh battery takes about 2 hours to charge it up. Slightly over 2 hours, I get 130 minutes. And you can easily get a screen on time of 4.5 to 5.5 hours. And if you use it like, if you save your battery and use it like accordingly, so you can get at most 6.5 hours of battery life. It is running over Cyanogen OS. You can customize it a lot. It has a good RAM management. I had no issues with RAM. I played heavy games all the time, so I had no issues with the RAM. But yeah, while playing heavy games, it reached temperatures really high, like it was not sustainable. So it was really high temperatures this device reached. The pricing on this is really aggressive. It goes up to I think it's Amazon, it's available for 13,500 when I purchased, and now you can get it on other sites really cheap, like 12 and 12,500 something. So the con that I noticed is the brightness issue, the brightness sensor and the issue. First of all, when you check the brightness, what happens is that when you the brightness change, when you move in and out, the brightness change is really slow. It has really slow. You may adjust this manually. It shows some UI lag. I changed it from 1 to 0.5 and then it worked really good. It's still running on the 5.1 Android, and I don't hope that any update will come. Secondly, it has a really old chipset, 3 years old. 801 is 3 years old. But yeah, the device is overall really cool. It's quite phenomenal. If you guys have any other issues or you have any other pros and cons about the device, please share in the comment section below. And yeah, I would suggest to not to buy this device right now because it's quite old. You can get a better chipset. The next generation is also come, this Yug Z2, and yeah, it's priced at 20,000. It comes in two variants, like 18,000 and 20,000 variant. The RAM is different, like one is having 2 GB and one is having 3 GB, or one is having 3 and one is having 4. You can check it, I don't know, but yeah, that's really cool device, this one. Yeah, like, share and comment and subscribe. Thank you guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back with another video.